Good afternoon or good morning, everybody. This is Morten from INKISH. I have the pleasure of talking to my very good friend Tim Sterbak from IST Metz in Germany. So welcome on INKISH, Tim.
Hello and good morning or good afternoon, whenever you watch that. Yeah, Morten, nice to be on the show again.
And this time, of course, we have seen each other many times since 2 years ago, where you had the last IST UV-DAYS. But this is actually the reason I asked you for this little interview today, because in early June, 3rd to 5th, you have the IST UV-DAYS in Nordingen, where your headquarters is. Will it be as great as it was last time, Tim?
We hope so. I mean, we expect a lot of visitors, again, roughly above, quite above 1,000. So what we had last time. It's a meeting gathering all the UV enthusiasts, so together and having kind of the conversation about what is possible, what maybe is not yet possible, but in the future to come. So I'm really looking forward, beginning of June, as you said, 3rd to 5th. So the poll is still open, right? You can still enroll. We are not yet completely full. I think so. 2/3 or 50 to 60% is already being enrolled. We have seen that the last time that, like in the last stretch, like 4 weeks earlier, so that there is a lot than in the last happening. But we really have some huge innovation being presented. We showed that already in the use cases during the Drupa, right? The Smart Cure, the Free Cure, and the UV analyzer, for instance. And we have now really cool use cases being presented around with the ink and varnishes suppliers, and a lot of digital inkjet also coming along. So that will be a really cool venue when it comes to the UV topic again. And I'm proud to have this kind of content also to present. I mean, it's hard. Honestly, also it's tough for a mid-cap company with roughly when we just talk about IST with 300 employees, with the group 500 employees, to pull that thing off, right? Having also every 2 years those innovation to present and also to discuss about, right? It's not something you could just put out the box and see, okay, what's in. So you need to develop and have this mind going with that one. And I'm really keen and looking forward to June to have this discussion again.
I was not surprised, but when I got the list of your co-exhibitors at the UV-DAYS, and the reason why I got this is mainly because for those who are watching this, we are inviting all the exhibitors for a free interview if you would like to discuss a little bit ahead of the IST UV-DAYS what you are expecting to present. But I mean, the partners you have is very diverse, from hardware manufacturers to even big printing machine manufacturers to ink manufacturers to any. I mean, you have so many different partners. I mean, of course, the denominator is the use of UV, of course. But how important is it to have all these partners as part of the UV-DAYS?
Obviously, we are very proud to present this kind of broad range, right? From, as I said, the ink varnish provider to machine. We will have digital printers also, and with our sister company IST Intech, which covers the digital part. That is what we try, this environment, this broad and holistic environment, everything what you can do and are maybe able to do in the future regarding the UV technology, to get that on stage within our premises. So therefore, we have the big names, we have also the small names, and that is also what maybe is the sense of the UV-DAYS, and having this open scenery to also look besides the fence and over the fence, and what is happening in the other branches. Well, how do companies deal and try to make use of this UV technology in all different kind of stages? And that is the idea, and also the sense of the UV-DAYS.
When I see IST as a company, and I mean, I see you, of course, at many trade shows and many events and things like that. to me, it seems that IST Metz and IST Intake is growing. Is that right, or are you just trying to kick in some more doors?
Yeah, that is what we try to grow, obviously, in different applications. Yeah. We have recently recovered or strengthened our position in the print world, and now again trying to build besides the print world, like for instance in the display industry, like in the semiconductor industry, where we are pretty strong with our exhibitors now. We presented our own solution last year at the Drupa. We do produce our own excimer lamps, the nominal and the high power ones for cleaning and for surface creation and surface preparation. So that is also something we will present at the during the UV day, something out of this print world, for instance, what is also able and capable, what we can do with the UV light.
And that just shows I mean, we from the printing industry, we know UV as a, let's say, a dryer system or curing system, but the applications are just very wide, and of course gives you a lot of opportunities. But the reason why I'm of course particularly interested in the printing industry, since that's my home, I was just thinking because with some of the new technologies you develop, it seems that some of the, let's say, obstructions about going to LED UV by having the very low emissions, of course, but also the more narrow bandwidth on dryers makes it possible to make inks with fewer photo initiators. Some of the issues that have been raised by legislators and like that. Is that something that is? Do I see it right, that you're also working towards these kind of let's say more sustainable solutions?
Yeah, absolutely. This all the green technology which comes already with the UV, I guess. Yeah, so far, because I mean, yeah, if you put that into relation with the heat drying, right? So the UV technology as itself is already a greener version, right? So okay, and then we talk about the photo initiators, obviously, and the migration problematics, and then specifically in the LED world. So from our opinion, you have to have solutions for the customer where he can then choose whether he wants to go that like efficiency path or vice versa, the migration. So in the optimum world, I mean, you can combine both, but we know, I mean, the world is not as you wish for. So there is always a bad in the flip coin, right? Or and so that is what we try now to build with our FreeQ solutions, where it is still a medium pressure lamp, but having a huge enhancement in UVC output, where it is able, where you can dramatically reduce the photo initiators or even get rid of those, right? And that is basically the idea to, as IST had always had in the past, to give the right solutions for our customers.
And of course, these things are also something you will talk about on IST UV-DAYS. Last time, I remember you had like some actually quite interesting speakers and roundtables on your stage. Is that something that we can expect again?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, as I said, the whole venue is about the collaboration and the communication between experts and the customers and or also the industry itself, right? So that's one really main focus of also having kind of the presentators, having the huge names in the UV world, being able to speak about their experience.
I have to ask you a little critical question as well, Tim, because not critical in that sense, but you have one issue about the about the IST UV-DAYS, and that is that you are doing it at the same time as Heidelberg's 175th anniversary, and I heard that you also have a little booth in the home of print in Wiesloch. Is that so? I mean, you not all your people are in Nürtingen at the days, right?
Yeah.
At least the first day.
Exactly. Yeah. So the That is a coincidence. Yeah,
Yeah.
for myself, it's a really cool coincidence because there is a lot of customers coming to Heidelberg 175 Jubilee, right? And I mean, it's pretty close by, so it's 1.5 hours drive to Nürtingen. So I would expect that there is some exchange back and forth to those venue, and that helps, right? The people who come from abroad or a little bit further drive by car so that they can combine both worlds, and that's something we could have that advantage from. Yeah,
So it was actually not a critical thing; it was actually a positive thing, right?
yeah, exactly.
Fantastic, Tim. I look very much forward to see you and your team in Nürtingen, and as always, look forward to cover the IST UV days. I think it's a wonderful event, and I think a lot of fun, a lot of learning, and I think it's also great to see some of the, let's say, the new applications and the new opportunities that you together with your partners bring forward. So thank you very much, and see you soon.
It was a pleasure, Morten. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Bye.